Reading the feeds to the game and listening to the interviews, I was excited to see the full 90. Not sure what everyone else was watching. I'm going to start with the press, and if Ten Hag is in charge until the end of the season, the press alone will mean United won't even get into the top 6. This is the top line of United's defensive structure. Firstly, the body position of Højlund is horrible. He has his back to Pinnock, so if the ball goes out to him, he can't get out. Compare that to Rashford, who has an open body stance which would allow him to get out. If Højlund presses the keeper, he has to do it on an arc to cut out the pass to Pinnock. As the ball goes out to Pinnock, Fernandes does what Fernandes does, shooting up from long distance, selling himself. In this scenario, he was on the right, and as I highlighted in pre-season, the role of the wide players is to hold an inverted position to squeeze the central area and press the fullback when the ball goes wide. With Pinnock on the ball, Eriksen is miles off Janelt, and they play through our press with ease. In this situation, United have committed more players to the press, but not enough pressure on the ball here. When the next pass is played, we have 3 United players in the vicinity. Again, not enough pressure on the ball. One ball back, then out, press beaten easily again. In this example, United look pretty solid, but Fernandes follows the ball to the keeper, which puts Garnacho and Eriksen in these overloads. The keeper played the ball to Collins, and for some reason, Eriksen passes Norgard onto Fernandes, and it's another 3 passes and they beat our press again. These last 2 examples are bizarre. Aya is under pressure here, but he does well to chuck Garnacho with a dummy, but Garnacho just lets him go. Then Eriksen and Fernandes drop back, and we have allowed Aya to carry the ball 45 yards without any pressure, and he hits a crossfield ball. There are 2 ways at looking at this: a good counter press, or a scene from a school playground where all the kids go towards the ball. If you commit these numbers, you have to win the ball. Højlund gets nutmegged, and then another ball out wide to beat United's press. With the ball, it's official that the box we saw against Palace and FC Twente has gone, and we are back to the 3-1-6. I'm not going to labour this point because, to be honest, I'm bored of it. But as the ball goes out to Dalot, we can see there are 2 Brentford lines before we get to United's front line. As the ball goes out to Martinez, we can see how easy this makes it for Brentford to defend us. With only 1 player in this area, it allows Brentford's midfield to sit on top of the back 4, squeezing this area. But there were 2 positives with the ball. We saw Højlund drop in deep, holding the ball up and linking the play. He played really well. But these examples are pretty much the same as the examples I highlighted for Xerxes against Southampton. So, was this a game? But what won United the game was Garnacho dominating his duel with Van den Berg. In my opinion, this was one of only 2 duels United won, but this was the most dominant and was decisive in winning the game. Højlund was the other one, and it was great to see both players showing some form. And with the West Ham team leaking goals, it could be the start of a goal-scoring run for both players. There's no doubt that United upped their intensity and work rate at the start of the second half. But why did it take what they thought was an injustice to get motivated for this game? The devil's verdict is, I'm starting to think that Ten Hag in a weird way is a genius. Produce rock bottom performances, so the 5 out of 10 performances look good. For any top 6 side, that would have been classed as a bad day at the office. And without those dominant duels, it's likely that we wouldn't have won the game. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.